Now that I have my window schedule, the next thing I need to do is to create my window legend, and this will be similar to our door legend. So I'm just going to come over here in my project browser and find my door legend. I'm just going to duplicate this with detailing, and I'm just going to rename this to be my window legend. Now, if you haven't created a door legend, this is pretty simple. The only thing that we're using, again, is going to be this line that we were using as the ground plane, and these text box below to represent the types. So I'm just going to come in here and delete my door components. And then the next thing that I need to do is come in here and place legend components for my windows. And then I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom where I'll find my windows. And I just need to get all of my window types. So I am going to get my sliding window. It's 4x4. I'm going to have my single hung window. I think that one's my type C. And then I have a fixed window. And then I think I have a fixed window that's just smaller. Now that I have my windows placed, the next thing I need to do is to place some dimensions. So I'm just going to grab my dimension tool. And the first thing is we want to tell them where they need to mount these windows in the wall. So I'm going to make all of my windows head heights be at 6'8" to match the top of the doors. So I'm just going to do that on all of my windows. So now that all my windows are at 6'8", the next thing I'm going to do is just come in here and just add some dimensions. And again, you know, some of these windows, just like our doors, I might have slider windows in my project that are just slightly different sizes. So instead of listing the actual dimension here, I'm just going to replace this text and tell them to see the schedule for the size. And I'm just going to do that to all. Now that I have that done with all of my doors, the next thing I need to do is just come in here and change the description below all these types. So this is just a slider. This one is fixed. And this one is single hung. Now, this is a good point where these windows are actually kind of the same. These are both fixed windows. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to delete this type D window. And this is where those C schedule dimensions come in. And I'm going to come back to my window schedule and just change type B to be type, or type D to be type B. So this way, this is telling them windows 2 and 4 are both a fixed window, but one of these windows is 1'8" by 4, and the other one is 3'8" by 4. And so I'm just going to close out of this, and then I will just come over here and drag my window legend onto this sheet. And that is everything that I need to do for my window schedule and legend.